Hey, it's Chad from Turner's Warehouse, and today I'm going to talk to you about my favorite pen finish method. I do a lot of CA finish, but I prefer a more natural feel, something that still feels like wood versus a plastic coating. So today I'm going to show you my sanding sealer, Yorkshire Grit, friction finish that I do on my pens. I've got a Cocobolo blank here. I turned it with carbide, I sanded it up to 400, and now I'm going to apply my finish. It's a 3-step finish consisting of a sanding sealer. In this case, I'm going to use Mylands sanding sealer. And then I'm going to use Yorkshire Grit as an abrasive in between the sanding sealer and the finish. And for the finish, I'm going to use a Mylands friction high build finish. So first thing I'm going to do, I've got my sanding sealer in this jar so I can use a brush. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on slow. And I'm going to just apply some sanding sealer. And I don't want a ton. Oh, I'm a little loose. Tighten that up a little bit. I'm just going to rub it around. You can see it's pulling the sanding dust and the color out of it, which is okay. So I'm just going to kind of wipe on, wipe off. I want it to fill those little pinholes in the grain. And that's all I'm going to use for the sanding sealer. Obviously, if it was a bigger project or a bigger turning, you might have to apply it more. That was super quick and easy, and it's already probably dry, which is good. And then I'm going to use Yorkshire Grit. Now, I apply it now with the zero scratch, zero whatever of the Scotch-Brite. So I'm just going to get a little bit on here. You can kind of hear it breaking down a little bit. Once I've got it on there, I'm going to jump to this paper towel for two reasons. One, it'll help smooth off any of the abrasive I have left, and it'll also clean it off. See that brown? Before I can do my friction finish, I need to have all that Yorkshire Grit off my piece and my fingers. So I'm going to get the sides. I'm going to go to the clean side and see if it's brown. Just a tiny bit there. So I'm just going to keep applying this until I don't have any more brown showing. All right, so that's pretty good. We can test it with a clean cloth. Make sure that there's no Yorkshire on there. And I'd say that's pretty good. Now, let's take a look at this. It's going to look pretty good so far. It's smooth. It's kind of shiny. You can still see the grains of the Cocobolo, which is fine, but it's beautiful wood. And now we're going to put the final on the finish. This is a friction finish. It's Mylands high build. And the key to this is I'm going to use one drop at a time. So I'm just going to put, you'll see here, one drop. Boop, right there. And then I'm going to work that drop in real slow. I'm just going to go back and forth. Maybe half or a third. And then I'm going to do a new drop with a new spot of the paper towel. But let's take a look. I think you can probably see the line of shiny here. It looks really nice. So we're going to do another drop. We'll do it right here. And just barely any, because you don't want it to get sticky or goopy. And then you can see there. And the friction with my finger creates a little bit of heat and pressure. See if we can come all the way across with that one drop. So now that I've gone all the way across, I'm going to go back and forth, and I can really start to see that thing shining. Now, if I want to do another drop, I might want to let this sit. If you have time, it's ideal to wait a couple hours or even the next day, but since we're doing this for the video, we'll do one last drop, tiny drop. And I'm going to go back and forth all the way across. And I'm kind of going slow so that I can build some heat. And look at that shine. It's looking pretty good. All right, let's take a look and see. Now, if you have any kind of circular lines from moving the finish back and forth, you can rub your finish side to side for the grains. I don't see any, but it doesn't ever hurt. And then take a look at that. It's a real nice finish. It's super durable. I've got pens that I've made and used, sold over the years. We have hundreds probably on display in the shop that are all this finish, and people handle them all day, every day. And so they do really well holding up. But it's the Mylands sanding sealer, followed by the Yorkshire Grit, and then the Mylands high build friction finish. That's my pen finish of choice.